The shoulder surgery pipeline nobody warned you about. Today, I want to tell you about David. David is 62 years old. Good guy, active guy, loves his dog. A few months ago, he's outside doing something that millions of Americans do every single day, throwing a ball, playing fetch with his dog. Then pop, right shoulder pain. Couldn't sleep that night, woke up the next morning, could hardly move his right shoulder. Well, if you're over 40 and listening to this episode, you probably just cringe because maybe this happened to you or a loved one. Well, let's talk about what happened next. Well, David got sucked into what I call the shoulder surgery pipeline. First stop, primary care. No issue there. Nurse practitioner looks at the shoulder and says, probably rotator cuff related. Fair enough. Then he gets referred to orthopedic specialist. Again, no problem with that. At that office, they take x-rays and there was no fracture, no major arthritis, no obvious catastrophic findings. So naturally, the next step should have been, let's get the MRI. Except Blue Cross Blue Shield in Michigan requires conservative care first. Now, here's where things get interesting. David asked, can I go see Dr. Arkfeld? And according to him, he was told chiropractic would not count towards conservative care authorization from Blue Cross Blue Shield. Well, that's just absolutely incorrect. Blue Cross Blue Shield in Michigan requires conservative care. They do not specifically require physical therapy. Chiropractic is absolutely falls under conservative treatment. But instead, David got pushed into 6 weeks of traditional PT. 6 weeks. And it's David's own words, he wasn't any better. So finally, after those 6 weeks were up, he gets the MRI. MRI shows torn supraspinatus, infraspinatus tendinopathy, small labral tear. And immediately, the machine starts moving. Surgery gets recommended. Now, listen carefully because this is important. And I'm not anti surgery. There's absolutely people that require surgery when they have massive tears, complete ruptures, major instability, traumatic injuries. Absolutely. But here's the problem guys like David and people in their 40s, 50s, 60s, and 70s, way too many are going for surgery and they don't have any other option, at least that they know of. Because what nobody talks about is this. A lot of shoulder pain is not just an orthopedic problem. It's a movement problem. That's the causation. It's a neurological movement problem that ended up as an orthopedic problem. See, the nervous system is the boss. And when muscles stop firing correctly, when the brain loses accurate control of movement, when stabilizers weaken, when force production drops, the shoulder starts to break down. That's when you get abnormal stress on the rotator cuff. And that's when tendons become overloaded. That's when pain starts. And traditional rehab often focuses on the orthopedic structure alone. We approach it differently. Movement is the mission. We focus on restoring neurological control of movement. So David comes into our office last week, 2 weeks post-surgery, still had the stitches in from the surgery, and as expected, limited range of motion, weakness throughout the right shoulder compared to the left, and I explained something very important to him. Our goal is not just to strengthen the shoulder, our goal is to restore movement. Because strength without movement control is useless. It's called sensory motor control. So we explain our neurological movement rehab approach. We identify exactly which muscles are not producing force correctly. Then we use direct current neurological movement therapy to stimulate and retrain those weak areas while the patient actively moves. See, that's the key. Movement plus neurological stimulation. Not just laying on a table, not just ice, not just rubber bands for 6 months. We retrain the nervous system. And because of that, we get results. And our sessions last about 30 minutes, not an hour and a half. and recovery often progresses in weeks, not months. And honestly, my frustration is with the outdated pipeline because David lost almost 2 months of his life. Think about that. 6 weeks of therapy that didn't help, then surgery, then more waiting, then finally rehab. That's time, that's money, that's stress, that's lost sleep, that's frustration. And maybe, just maybe, there was another option before surgery was ever performed. That conversation we need to start having because it never occurred and it needs to start happening. So if this story sounds familiar, if you have shoulder pain, if you've been told, hey, you need PT, you need injections, you need surgery, before you make that decision, get another opinion. Start by commenting and getting in touch with me, especially if movement has never truly been evaluated. Because at Defeating Pain, movement is the mission. And if you like the episodes like this, please comment, subscribe, share this episode with somebody dealing with shoulder pain because there are too many people stuck in outdated protocols and not enough people hearing that, hey, there may actually have another option. I'm Dr. Ted Arkfeld, and I'll see you in the next episode.